of sexual abuse of children by clergy. I felt that it's a fairly important social thing that really needs to be addressed. I thought that might, I'm not too sure whether you folk are accustomed or aware of that document. It's a public document, been out since 1962.
Right.
Can you leave a copy of that with us?
Yes, I did. No, that's fine. I would like you to read that and give me some sort of response as to what your thoughts are on it. I'll wait while you do that. I understand that, I'll wait.
Yeah.
It's 3 or 4 minutes reading.
Yeah. Look, I think maybe the best thing for us to do initially is to try and determine the specific issue you wanted to talk to us about here today. So I gather there's been a number of complaints lodged that you've requested to be investigated. Is that the case?
Firstly, Minister, I came to talk about this issue.
Right. Okay.
The other issues
Let's
are...
have a quick look at that.
It's just this one page you want us to read?
Yes, yeah, the rest of
Okay.
I'm not sure if you're familiar with the rest of the document. I can give you a rundown on it if you like.
Do you think things have improved?
No. I butt up against this from the other side of the fence to you folk, and I'll tell you definitely no.
Mr McCallum's been around as long as I have, Paul, but I've been in the police for over 40 years now, and I was 20 years ago. And truly, to me, it's improved enormously. Can I tell you some of the ways people have? I think there's a greater public awareness today, and if children are victims, they will say something to someone, whether it's their parents or someone they can trust.
There is some improvement there. Don't mind me, Bob, but I understand what you're saying. That doesn't address this type of issue. The relevance of this to society.
I agree that it's terribly important to society, and I think there's a greater awareness of that today too, that people who've been subject to any abuse sometimes
I don't think, Bob, that you and I are talking about the same thing quite here. Well, this is a matter that stretches across society. It's a human rights issue, okay? And it goes to 40 years of cover-up of the sexual abuse of children by clergy across the world, okay? And during those 40 years, as this tells you, we've had the education system, all of those things brought into play, as well as the involvement of government. Now, my question is, how and how are you going to respond to that, to turn that around?
Again, I think the government has done a lot of things. There is education. There is a far greater awareness of this issue in the courts, and the legislation has been changed to enable children to give evidence in terms of being interviewed separately and video recording. The police are much more aware. And I really do think that all of this has turned around. And we saw the change start 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And what happened was there was a huge spike in reporting.
Yes.
And the reporting came about because people...
Can I interrupt you, Bob, and just take you back to, I'm not sure whether you're grasping what the implications of this are, because You're talking about evidence giving, which is in a individual circumstance. And yes, I understand that, and we can discuss issues like the statute of limitation laws and a whole range of things, and age appropriateness in the witness or evidence situation. Those things don't. They emanate from this, but they don't address this.
Well, can I ask you this? What do you want us to do?
I believe that you have an obligation to no longer trade with an entity that's in this state.
I'm sorry, no longer trade, I'm sorry.
What's the problem with that?
Is that what you're asking us to do, not trade with
I believe that's where your responsibility lies.
We'll take that on board.
Okay.
Anything else that you'd like us to do?
No, that's pretty well what I say. Now, I did say that I have a number of other, or a great deal more data and information, and each of those.
Is that included?
No. This is just one document. Are you aware of what this document is?
No, we're not.
Of its existence?
No, we haven't seen it.
Okay, it's called On the Manner of Proceeding in Cases of Solicitation. It was distributed to bishops around the world in 1962. The author was Ratzinger, the current pope. Okay, and this goes into matters as to how to keep the sexual abuse of children a secret. It also goes in and shows under canon law how it is legitimate for a good practicing Catholic to lie if the good name of the church is threatened or etc. Now, that's what this document is.
If that's 40 years old, is the Catholic Church still adhere to that 40-year-old document, or is there
It's never rescinded it.
new policies or procedures in the Catholic
They've
Church?
never addressed it. The first addressing of that has been the apology by the Pope in the United States of America to the people over there, followed by the apology here.
So is it more a case that maybe the Catholic Church is who you should be talking to rather than the government?
I think somebody has to talk with the church in this regard, because this forms a moral hazard.
So, John, apart from this particular document, is there anything else you wanted to specifically draw our attention to?
There's much more that follows on from that, and yes, there are.
Okay. Well, look, we've got the document. Obviously, we can have a look at that, and thanks for taking the time to present it to us.
Okay.
Some contact details.
Sure. I'm not sure whether, while I was thinking, I do have these others. That one I presented to the premiers of the country there in March.
Okay.
And let me see, I think I had one that does that include the one to the Prime Minister? No.
I can get that off you in a ring.
The Prime Minister and the Governor General, Attorney Generals of each state and territory.
Well, if when you go home...
Yeah, here it is here. So we've got that. Okay.
Yep.
Right, thank you very much.
Nice to meet you, Joe.
Thanks.
Thank you. Thanks, John.